Awesome. So thanks everyone for jumping on this call. I'm Carrie Mader. I'm one of the co-directors of Family Medicine Education, and I help in that role, help run the advising program alongside with Dr. Ali Schmerling, who's on this call. And but in addition to that, we have a bunch of core advisors and faculty in our program who most of them are on this call today. So thank you to everyone who's joining from still in Denver and from far away, the family members and the graduates who are on here on this call today for our first ever family medicine graduation, virtual graduation. You all are wonderful guinea pigs. I know that, that this is not how any of us anticipated this graduation going, and you all have been champs. And so thank you for still joining with us today so that we could celebrate you and see your faces. So just to give you a little bit of a preview of the next 45 minutes, we have our keynote speaker who will start off, Dr. Frank Degree, who I'll introduce in just one moment. And then we'll transition to Dr. Melissa Johnson, who's going to introduce our graduates. Thanks, Dr. Johnson. And we'll have a few comments just right at the end to wrap up, and a couple to-dos we'll ask you with. And then we will just allow everyone to unmute at the end because we don't want to talk at you for a full hour, just to be able to hear how you're doing other than what city you're in. Because I'm sure some of you guys haven't seen each other in person in a while either and might want to connect on this call. So that's what it will look like. A couple housekeeping things. When we're announcing the graduates, you may have the tendency to want to unmute yourself and cheer, and that just gets super awkward in a virtual environment. So you hold your audible cheers when we get to that point, and I'll remind you. And we will get a chance to unmute. I will figure out how to do that on Zoom, and we can all cheer awkwardly at the end, and it will be wonderful. Similar to singing happy birthday over Zoom as a group. I don't know if any of you have done that yet, but it is beautiful and very harmonious. During the actual presentation of the graduates, though, you can still comment in the chat and say congratulations to everyone, and you can also, if you hover down at the bottom, similar to where you find the chat, you can hover over the reactions tab and clap or put up a thumbs up. So feel free to do that as well. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started. So I want to introduce Dr. Frank Degree. Dr. Degree is the Woodward Chisholm Professor and Chair of the Department of Family Medicine, a position that he has held in our department here at Colorado since 1999. Dr. Degree received his undergraduate degree from Princeton in sociology and religion back in 1970, and his medical degree in 1977 from the College of Medicine at the University of South Alabama. He completed his family medicine residency in Georgia, in Columbus, Georgia, and then followed that with a Robert Wood Johnson Fellowship in Family Medicine at Case Western Reserve. Over the years since then, he has held academic appointments in the departments of family medicine at Case Western, Duke University, as well as the University of South Alabama. And since that time as well, he has been a champion for family medicine and primary care in many different settings. He's been the president of the Collaborative Family Healthcare Association, as well as the North American Primary Care Research Group. And he's on several different boards dealing with depression and research and inquiry. And he's in that time published around 150 papers and continues to serve on editorial boards for multiple journals, really trying to advance the field. He's overall been a wonderful champion for integrated behavioral health care and mental health in this country, and really for championing innovative family medicine. And we are excited and thankful that he's been our chair for all this time, and that he also cleared his schedule to be here today to share some comments with you all. So with that, thank you, Dr. Degree, for being here, and I will transfer it to you, and I'll try to spotlight you so that I can figure this, so you will be in the middle, and then try to keep you guys muted in between, and I'll try to manage that as well. Thanks.
Thank you, Carrie. Wouldn't miss it for the world. It was the easiest thing in the world to clear my schedule to be here for you. I'm so glad to do this. I'm so proud of you. I'm so relieved that as the world is, for all appearances, going through a period of instability, you've made a choice and made a decision that is exactly what the world needs right now. So I'm not going to take a lot of time here. This is going to be very brief and at a fairly high level. I want to make a few reflections on the state of affairs of the world right now that exists as you're entering into residency training. I want to say a few things about the nature of the work you're likely to be doing and how it probably will affect you personally. And I want to say a few things about family medicine itself, what you can look forward to. And then I'm going to get out of the way and give it back to Melissa, and you guys can whoop it up amongst yourselves. This is not a good time in the world. It's not a good time for health, for healthcare, for our national political scene. We've got a lot of instability and turmoil going on. It is not the end of the world. It is not even, as these things go, if you stretch out your time horizon far enough, that grave a disturbance in the health of the planet. I have a book over on my shelf right over there by a guy named Craig Childs. It's called Apocalyptic Planet, A Guide to the Ever-Ending Earth, which is basically a $30 million view of how the planet has changed, how all of the coasts have been submerged and then come back up, how ice ages have wiped out civilizations and so forth. And yes, this is a very scary and very disruptive time, but we're going to come out on the other side of this, probably in your own lifetimes, still trying to figure out what to do next. I'm sitting here as a 71-year-old guy trying to figure out what to do next. That's the same thing I was doing when I was 35, trying to figure out what to do next. All you have is your next decision. Try thinking that this is disrupting your long-term plans is a fairly elaborate delusion about your long-term plans in the first place. During times of stability, your long-term plans get disrupted by things that happen in your own life that you didn't anticipate, that completely change your direction. All you have is your next decision. And if you make that decision with a clean conscience, trying to do the right thing by yourself and by your capacities and by your families and by your profession and by your world, you will find yourself in a place at the end of your life still trying to decide what the next best thing to do is. But having lived a life that I hope you will have accumulated experiences that make you feel like it's been a life well lived and you can die in peace. I think there are only two things in the world. There's work and there's love, and nothing else really matters very much. All the rest of it falls away. Work and love. And I think it's very interesting to understand that they are braided together. They're tangled up together. Work and love almost amount to the same thing. If you do your work with a clear conscience, and you do your work according to your gifts, and you do your work according to your best judgment about the next right thing to do, you'll find yourself working out of a spirit of love. You'll find yourself realizing your potential, and you'll find yourself in love with your work. This is not to say that you shouldn't protect time, attention, and resources for those you love. But it is to say that trying to separate those too discreetly from each other will probably lead you to have a full measure of neither. And they go together, and you can do that. You know, medical school is interesting. You've worked hard, really hard, and you've been educated. You understand, and you've also been socialized. You understand what this game is of medicine and of healthcare and of health. You know something about that that is pretty wonderful to know, and it's pretty valuable to know. It's likely to serve you well no matter what else happens next. You're getting ready to go into an experience that I think of as more training than education. That's not a distinction that I completely agree with, and it's not a distinction that's entirely true. But one of the things that's going to happen over the next 3 years is you're going to put your heads down and you're going to come out of this feeling like and acting like a family doc. And what I just said to you was you're going to pop your head up out of the foxhole into a world that, notwithstanding all of the craziness and instability and uncertainty and fear about what's going on, will be ready for you and will need you. You're going to pop your head up out of the foxhole, well equipped to help the world. Now, one of the reasons that I know that's true is because of what I have learned about the nature of family medicine and primary care. I went into it I had my set of reasons, and you each have your own reasons for having made this choice. The most common reasons that we hear and that reflect my own choices have to do with the generalness of it, being able to deal with anything people have going on related to their health, with the fact that almost singularly amongst the disciplines in medicine, it's an opportunity to get personal. It's not such an intense preoccupation of a given disease or set of diseases that you can afford to ignore the person. People choose it because it connects you more closely with communities than other lines of specialization in medicine. So this notion of being a utility hitter, being a generalist, of being connected personally, of being embedded in communities at the same time as you're a clinician, those are all reasons that stand the test of time. They're good reasons for you doing this. But let me just explain a little bit more closely what this process of training is supposed to amount to. And this is all I'm going to do, and then I'm going to stop. You're getting ready to burrow into learning how to manage competently and excellently a whole range of diseases that are the common disorders that people present with. You're gonna get even better than you are now, a lot better than you are now, at taking care of people who have diabetes mellitus, of people who have chronic lung disease, of people who meet criteria for major depressive disorder, and on and on. There will be a couple of hundred common conditions that you practice mastery of understanding whether that's what somebody's got, and of knowing what to do when you discover that they do. And that's great. That's a large part of what a residency program will give you. And you really should put your head down and learn how to do that stuff. You're also going to learn how to practice. It's not enough to just know how to take care of a diabetic, or better said, to know how to take care of diabetes. It's also important to learn how to structure a practice, to structure your time so that you can take care of people with these problems well. Some of our problems cannot be taken care of by passively waiting in a clinic for people to come see you. You have to structure the practice so that at certain times, with certain conditions, under certain contexts, you reach out to people before they even know they've got a disorder that you are responsible for. So knowing how to practice is important as knowing how to actually manage conditions. Now, there's something that I hope happens to all of you in the course of your training, and I think it will. One of the things that we've discovered in the process of putting together family medicine training curricula and programs and residencies is that you can't win health one disease at a time. That people have more than one disease at a time. The average 55-year-old family medicine patient has an average of 6 active chronic diseases on their problem list. So you're managing people who have a lot of diseases, which means you can't win their health or help them understand how to do what they need to do in order to remain healthy simply by following the protocols and doing guideline concordant care for the problems that are on their problem list. What we do in family medicine, rather than follow that biomedical line down through disease management, is instead we've adopted a different model called the biopsychosocial model, which understands patients' health as occurring at the level of tissue and intracellular phenomena and synaptic pathways and endocrine functions and functions of organs and organ systems and of whole people and of what's going on in their world of apprehension and thinking and cognition and emotion and behavior, as well as the social context in which all of that occurs. There's a large vertical chain of integrated levels of analysis. And what that means is you will wake up one day in the course of your training discovering that you aren't really managing diseases that people have, you're managing people's personal needs. You are partnering with people to create, remember that word, to create a personal care plan, partnership with them that will help them be healthier. And it will contain critical pathways, guidelines. It will contain their previous experiences with medications that you might think they should take, with a certain condition. Their mother had cancer, they're scared. It will contain elements of their previous life. It will contain features of their family, their fears, their hopes, their resources, their own capacities to cope. You will use all of those things and creatively, through a fundamentally creative act, put together a personal care plan for people that contain within it most or all of their health concerns in an integrated, coherent fashion that exists over time so that you have the freedom to back out of that cul-de-sac and try something different and iterate and fine-tune that personal care plan so that it gets better and better for that person. And you do that in the context of their family and community. Each one of those things I just said is one of the features of primary care that we know that evidence exists to document confer value, that make those people healthier, that make the quality of your care better, that make the cost of that care less, and that improve the equity in the panel of patients that you're taking care of. Inequality. Don Berwick recently called inequality the great worm in the heart of the world. And if you practice personal care plans that are comprehensive, that address most or all of the health concerns that people have, and you do that in a coherent, organized, living way with people, you will actually reduce inequities and improve their health and improve the quality of care beyond any of the things that the rest of the house of medicine can do. It's a secret. It's one of the best kept secrets in the world. You actually went into a field of medicine that stands available to make the most improvements in people's health of anything else. Now, right now, our healthcare system is broken, and we're seeing a lot of problems with the way we've structured our healthcare. And that is also true of family medicine. One of the things that you will participate in, whether willing or not, is the transformation, yet again, of family medicine, so that we try to manifest those features that I just described to you of being comprehensive, taking into account people's feelings, thoughts, behaviors, diseases, families, putting all of that together into a personal care plan that can be executed in the context of a completely different kind of family medicine. I'm pretty sure that the family medicine that we're practicing, that you're practicing 30 years from now, 25 years from now, is going to look very different than the kind of practice that you take your training in. So I hope you wake up in the middle of your plowing the fields, learning how to deal with rheumatoid arthritis or post-survivorship in cancer patients, and appreciate that a comprehensive living personal care plan is the fundamental creative act that is the signature of your practice, of your work, and help us figure out how to create those things in the context of families and the context of communities in a new and better way than we are now. As bad as this is, we've really been struggling with a lot of issues, trying to figure out how we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And I really think we don't want to keep doing a lot of what we're doing. We want to find better ways to do it. And so I'm dependent on you beautiful, fresh-faced, fatigued people who are inheriting the earth to help us find even better ways to produce personal care plans for people that need us more than ever. I'm so glad you're inheriting the mantle, because it's time to pass the baton, and it's a good time for you to be taking it. Congratulations, thank you, and stay in touch.
Thank you, Frank. I feel I'm going to use the clap function. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful words and for passing on the baton so well. And I will now pass the baton to Dr. Johnson. She'll be sharing her screen, I believe, unless I think that's what you're doing, right?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
Thank you. Awesome. And I know this format is so awkward. Remember your chat. Also remember you can use your little reactions, and we'll have time at the end. So we'll transition to announcing the next generation.
All right. So can everybody hear me and see my slides? Yes, I see nods. So as they said, my name is Melissa Johnson. I'm one of the other family medicine faculty and one of the core advisors, and I am so excited to be able to introduce the graduates. And so I will go through all of you wonderful people, and then at the end we can all group together and cheer and kind of celebrate everyone. All right. So first we're introducing Dr. Nicholas Arlas. Dr. Arlas is supported by his wife Jen, parents Ron and Madeline, sister Jessica, mother-in-law Nancy, and all of his friends and faculty at CU School of Medicine. He is also supported by mentors Dr. Mater, Dr. Piggott, Dr. Cassidy. During medical school, Dr. Arlas's best memories were getting married in February, volunteering at Doan, and working and learning with the class of 2020. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Arlas is that he is a wonderful leader, coach, and motivator. He's a hardworking change agent, and he is someone who is selfless, passionate, and has an infectious enthusiasm for the future of family medicine and improving the health of the community. Congratulations, Dr. Nicholas Arlas. All right, and then I want to introduce Dr. Nina Ball. Dr. Ball matched at University of Colorado Swedish Family Medicine Program in Denver, Colorado. And what our family medicine team loves about Dr. Ball is her commitment to women's health. Dr. Ball has done great work at Doan and in advocacy for women and the LGBTQ+ community. Dr. Ball is passionate and resilient. Congratulations, Dr. Nina Ball. All right, and then introducing Dr. Ray Carroll. Dr. Carroll is supported by dear friends and found family that reminds Dr. Carroll that there is always another peak to aim for. During medical school, Dr. Carroll's best memories were climbing a 16,000 glacial summit in Peru between community and medical outreach, camping overnight in Wyoming to see the total solar eclipse, and helping to fulfill a hospice-bound patient's last wishes. Dr. Carroll matched at University of Colorado Swedish Family Medicine Program in Denver, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Carroll is that she is kind, consistent, and resilient. Dr. Carroll has been a great small group facilitator in the Foundations of Doctoring program and will be an excellent educator. Congratulations, Dr. Ray Carroll. All right, introducing Dr. Graham Custar. Dr. Custar is supported by his wife, Hannah, and adorable son, Oliver, parents, Becky and Gary, brother, Ian, and sister-in-law, Casey. He is also supported by his extended family and in-laws, friends and loved ones, and many mentors and teachers that he has had throughout his life. During medical school, Dr. Custar was grateful to get married after first year, have his amazing son, Ollie, during third year, and explore the country with Hannah and Ollie on the interview trail. Dr. Custar matched at Mountain AHEC program in Asheville, North Carolina. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Custar is that he is extremely caring, considerate, reliable, and passionate about holistic care for his patients. Dr. Custar has always been intentional about showing appreciation for his advisors and has been a true pleasure to get to know. Congratulations, Dr. Graham Custar. Next, we are introducing Dr. Laurel Dang. Dr. Dang is supported by Alexander Rajik, who has supported her since the white coat ceremony when they first met until she wore her white dress at their wedding 4 years later. Dr. Dang is also supported by her mom, Lone Din, her dad, Fong Dang, Fern Rajik and Jeremy Rajik, and her mentors, Dr. Sakai and Dr. Druck. During medical school, Dr. Dang's proudest moment was finding out she matched into family medicine. Dr. Dang is the first doctor in her family. Dr. Dang matched at University of Colorado Swedish Family Medicine Program in Denver, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Dang is that she is hardworking, resilient, humanistic, kind, empathetic, and faces every challenge with grace and strength. She is passionate about providing care to the marginalized and will be a superstar in providing psychosocial care for her patients. Congratulations, Dr. Laurel Dang. Okay. Introducing Dr. Peter Doan. Dr. Doan matched at Pomona Valley Hospital program in Pomona, California. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Doan is that Dr. Doan is inquisitive, invested, and committed to giving back to the community. Dr. Doan will be an excellent physician. Congratulations, Dr. Peter Doan. I love all the clapping. Thank you, guys. I can see them after each one. All right, next up, I'd like to introduce Dr. Travis Hayes. Dr. Hayes is supported by his wife, Gracie, mom, Vicki, sister Kylie, and his in-laws, Jeff and Carol. During medical school, Dr. Hayes' best experiences were marrying his best friend, exploring the Rocky Mountains, and getting into backcountry skiing. Dr. Hayes matched at Sutter Health Program in Sacramento, California. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Hayes is his warm bedside manner. Patients love him, and that his care for people shows in everything that he does. Dr. Hayes is easygoing, kind, and balanced. Congratulations, Dr. Travis Hayes. Next up, introducing Dr. Carolyn Ho. Dr. Ho is supported by family, friends, and her significant other. During medical school, Dr. Ho enjoyed working on the Human Touch Journal, getting an MPH, and spending time with loved ones. Dr. Ho matched at UC San Francisco program in San Francisco, California. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Ho is her great appreciation for the arts and humanities and quiet attention to detail. When she speaks, we should all listen. She is calm, patient, deliberate, and thorough in everything that she does. Congratulations, Dr. Carolyn Ho. Next, introducing Dr. Christina Hewlin. Dr. Hewlin is supported by her parents, brothers, and her fiance. During medical school, Dr. Hewlin was fortunate to travel to South Africa and work with her peers in an emergency room. She also worked with Helmet Heads, a local nonprofit promoting helmet safety. Her favorite memory was when Bobby Miller led her up to an isolated snowy peak, got down on one knee, and asked her to marry him. Dr. Hewlin matched at St. Joseph's Hospital SEL Health Program in Denver, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Hewlin is that she is a compassionate advocate who is patient-centered. She has a quiet confidence and is both competent and exceptionally professional. Congratulations, Dr. Christina Hewlin. Introducing Dr. Dylan Lee. Dr. Lee loves his family deeply and has also become a husband and a father during medical school. Dr. Lee matched at St. Anthony Hospital North program in Westminster, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Lee is that he has a mind of an engineer with a huge heart. His compassion for patients shines through everything he does. We have no doubt that he will be a wonderful family physician. Congratulations, Dr. Dylan Lee. Introducing Dr. Halea Meese. Dr. Meese matched at University of New Mexico School of Medicine program in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Meese is that she is one of the best lurkers to ever join the rural track, and she is strong, fun, smart, caring, passionate, and a leader and an advocate with an infectious energy. Congratulations, Dr. Halea Meese. Next, introducing Dr. Bo Tron Nan. Dr. Nan matched at Providence Health Program in Milwaukee, Oregon. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Nan is that she is engaging, a conscientious student, a strong team player, and displays the utmost professionalism and humanism in everything that she does. Congratulations, Dr. Bo Tron Nan. Introducing Dr. Megan Perez. Dr. Perez matched at Contra Costa Regional Medical Center program in Martinez, California. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Perez is that she is a great leader, serving as both class president and vice president, and is passionate about mentoring. We hope she comes back to Colorado after training. Congratulations, Dr. Megan Perez. Introducing Dr. Shannon Shaw. Dr. Shaw is supported by her parents, Grandma Jean, her brothers, her aunts, uncles, and cousins. During medical school, Dr. Shaw did many wonderful things, including getting her MPH, working with Custar, and traveled all over Colorado for her clinicals. Dr. Shaw matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Shaw is that she is introspective and passionate about changing the world of care for our patients. She is a change agent and is a fighter for the rights of others. Congratulations, Dr. Shannon Shaw. Introducing Dr. Angela Shimoda. Dr. Shimoda matched at Providence St. Peter Hospital Program in Olympia, Washington. What our family medicine team and Dr. Shimoda's closest mentors love about Dr. Shimoda is that she is calm under pressure and the kind of person you would want to work with during a hard night of call. Angela will be an excellent family physician and is a great teacher. Congratulations, Dr. Angela Shimoda. Introducing Dr. Darren Cisneros. Dr. Cisneros matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. And what our family medicine team loves about Dr. Cisneros is that he is always a pleasure to work with and has been a wonderful member of the rural track. He's a great teacher and looks for the best in everyone and makes everyone around him feel valued and heard. Congratulations, Dr. Darren Cisneros. Introducing Dr. Drake Cisneros. Dr. Cisneros matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Cisneros is his drive and work ethic. He is always thinking of others and always works to bring a smile to other people's faces. Congratulations, Dr. Drake Cisneros. Next, introducing Dr. Jessica Smith. Dr. Smith is supported by loved ones, friends, Dr. Ritva, and Dr. English. During medical school, Dr. Smith's best memories were living in the same house in Denver for 4 years with wonderful classmates that became family, enjoying the ILMC experience at her future residency program, and the concerts she attended and holidays she celebrated with family. Dr. Smith matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Smith is her compassion. She is able to quickly connect with her patients. Dr. Smith is a triple threat, AOA, GHHS, and a family doc. Congratulations, Dr. Jessica Smith. Introducing Dr. Nicholas Stefanis. Dr. Stefanis matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Stefanis is that he has been an absolute gift to work with. He exudes positivity and looks for the best in every situation. He will be an excellent family physician. Congratulations, Dr. Nicholas Stefanis. Next, introducing Dr. Molly Thayer. Dr. Thayer is supported by her parents, Max, Lauren, and Charlie, her amazing friends, and her partner in crime in medicine, Cam, now Dr. Nislander. The incredible faculty in the DFM who have helped her along her journey into family medicine, including Dr. D, Dr. Silva, and Melanie in the rural track, Janet Meredith, Dr. Mater, Dr. Schmerling, Dr. Piggott, Dr. Jones, and Dr. Degree are also supporting her. During medical school, Dr. Thayer's favorite memories were meeting her partner and successfully couples matching, all of the outdoor mountain adventures with Cam and her friends, skiing, biking, backpacking, and hiking, and working with the amazing community members and classmates on AIM, addressing infant mortality, and getting to present their work all over the state and country. Dr. Thayer matched at Swedish Medical Center program in Seattle, Washington. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Thayer is that she is a leader, endlessly kind, a force of nature, compassionate and strong, and an advocate for the betterment of the healthcare system. She will be an asset to the healthcare community with her knowledge of healthcare systems that she has obtained as a health innovation scholar. Congratulations, Dr. Molly Thayer. Next, introducing Dr. Carly Urbach. Dr. Urbach is supported by parents, siblings, her husband, friends, and classmates. During medical school, Dr. Urbach's favorite memories were getting married, Game 7 of the World Series after taking Step 2 in Houston, and delivering her first child. Dr. Urbach matched at North Colorado Family Medicine Program in Greeley, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Urbach is her passion for medical education and dedication to the mentorship of students of all ages. She has a strong vision, is kind, compassionate, and giving. Congratulations, Dr. Carly Urbach. Introducing Dr. Caitlin Vanderkolk. Dr. Vanderkolk is supported by her parents, Maria and Mike, as well as her rural track mentors, Dr. Roberto Silva and Dr. Mark Deutschman, and finally, her family medicine preceptors, Dr. Rick Ray and Dr. Carlos Vera. During medical school, Dr. Vanderkolk's favorite memories were everything she did with the rural track, working with the Catholic Medical Association, and Christmas caroling at Children's with classmates. Dr. Vanderkolk matched at Memorial Hospital Program in South Bend, Indiana. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Vanderkolk is her cheer and enthusiasm. She is kind, hardworking, brilliant, empathetic, and will be an excellent physician. We hope she returns to Colorado. Congratulations, Dr. Caitlin Vanderkolk. Introducing Dr. Miles Vizier. Dr. Vizier is supported by his wife, Nicole, his parents, his in-laws, and his brothers. During medical school, Dr. Vizier was grateful to marry his best friend, has advocated for the underserved, and has been able to maintain balance. Dr. Vizier matched at Kaiser Permanente program in San Diego, California. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Vizier is his compassion and commitment for the underserved and all of the incredible work he has done for underserved and Spanish-speaking patients while in medical school. He is also a dedicated teacher. Congratulations, Dr. Miles Vizier. And lastly, I'd like to introduce Dr. Heidi Yen. Dr. Yen matched at St. Anthony's Family Medicine Program in Westminster, Colorado. What our family medicine team loves about Dr. Yen is that she is strong and has excelled despite challenges thrown at her. Her warmth is infectious, and her passion for the underserved is evident by her research, service, and induction into the Gold Human Honor Society. Congratulations, Dr. Heidi Yen. Congratulations, graduate.
I think it's my turn.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's perfect. So as you transition, you could go ahead and move to that slide. This is our last slide. And we are almost at the moment where we can cheer audibly. But before we move forward, I just wanted to highlight the most common words that you all were described with by your mentors and all of us, our large family medicine team. So I just wanted to point out how what wonderful humans you are. We want you guys to be our future doctors, and we would be honored if you would be. You're passionate, you're kind, you're hardworking, you're compassionate, you are change agents. You're mentors and educators who demonstrate what it looks like to be committed, strong, humanistic, resilient physicians to your patients. You lead and you advocate. And you do all of that advocating in empathetic and very professional ways. You inspire us, and we are confident that you will continue to do that throughout your career as you have already done thus far. And because of that, now let's cheer. We can stop sharing, hover in the right upper corner and hit gallery view so you can see everyone cheering for you. And I will try to figure out how to unmute you. All participants are unmuted, I think. Maybe not.
So proud of you guys.
Oh, look at the little one.
We're so proud of you all. We're so proud of you. That was excellent cheering. I'll leave you unmuted for the minute, for one moment. I'm just going to say one extra thing. So from the family medicine team to all of you, we're so proud. Those were all of our words to you. We've been really incredibly honored to be a part of our journey. Moments like this are what remind us why we chose to go into education and make this a part of our career, it's because you all show us that no matter what's going on in the world, we'll be able to make it better together. So thank you for imparting part of your lives and your journey with us. And a couple things in parting, please know that this is not the end. Some of our graduates, we still chat with you, we still mentor as you move through your careers. It's still not easy as you move forward. You'll continue to experience challenges and know that we're still here for you. And if we, just so you know, if we do not have your permanent email address or physical address where you're moving, we will be pinging you this week. Because we also hope that if we encounter any students in the future who had a similar journey to yours, that you might be willing to pass that along and chat with them. And we're also going to send you a small gift. We've sent you a lot of emails about getting your permanent address. And I feel like I'm hyping it up a little too much. It's not that awesome, but it's just a little something. So we will be passing that along to you. So we'll be pinging you. So that concludes our program. Thank you for sharing this time and space with us. And for all the family members and loved ones who are on the phone, thank you for figuring out and joining Zoom. And I think you're unmuted or muted again. Feel free to unmute yourself. We'll hang on and just chat and say hi. And that's the end of the program. Implemented first virtual graduation.
Thank you guys for putting it together so much. That was so amazing of you all.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, we will have a list. Thank you for the comments in the chat.
Oh, whoops.
Wonderful. Cleveland, I really appreciated your full regalia, and I'm jealous that you have it. Oh my goodness.
Susie's like, you're probably going to academia, just keep it. And I said, okay.
How much did it cost?
I don't remember. Like 5 years ago.
Well, now I want to buy one for purposes, if we're like on virtual graduation for all eternity. Definitely gonna
or
think
future
I can keep this.
graduations, you know.